Well, good morning. Today is Sunday, February 7th, and we do have a birthday. Today is Sandy Riley's birthday, so Sandy gets a song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday. Anyway, day 2 of my Back on Track plan, because I'm going to do it. Sorry about that. You know, when you record on your phone, you get phone calls every once in a while and it breaks it up. I was trying to think of what I was going to talk about today, and I came across the Walt Disney thing. If you can dream it, if you can believe it. How does that go? If you can dream it, you can believe it. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, Mickey Mouse is kind of inspirational anyhow. So I wanted to use that as my little thumbnail because I really do believe this is it. I really do believe it. I really believe this time that I'm going to do it by Easter. I have a whole new frame of mind. I'm staying patient. I'm trusting my journey. I'm trusting in the Lord. I'm trusting in myself. I'm believing in myself more so than I ever have before. So I went through one of my old books that I keep track of things, like my journals that I do, and this was like in another time in my life when I was a little bit down. So I thought, I'm going to share it with you. And the first thing I put on here is, don't give up what you want most for what you want at the moment. I really, really, really want to get to the 100-pound loss. I just really want it, just such a sense of accomplishment that I'm going to have it. I know I can do it. Like I said, I've switched to the green plan this week to see if that's going to make a difference. I'm measuring my food out, even my berries. I'm measuring them out, realizing how many I was eating in excess of like a normal serving size. And just knowing that even though I might at the moment want like a piece of cake or a donut or something, although I did make my healthy donuts, which are good. I really like those. Jim likes them too, so that helps out, that I can make some healthy snacks. But, you know, I really want to get to Wonderland, more so than I want to have a donut, or a piece of my turtle cake even, and who'd ever think I'd say that? But if you're new to my channel, my turtle cake is my favorite birthday cake. It's a chocolate cake with buttercream frosting that's dripping in fudge and caramel. It's delicious. It's got to be way more than 25 points for a slice. And let's face it, I don't have a slice. I have a chunk. So, oh, I got another phone call. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So anyway, it said, don't give up on what you want most for what you want at the moment. And I really want this, and so I'm not giving up on my dream, and I'm not going to sacrifice my dream for a donut, I guess. And the other thing I wrote is off track, bounce right back. People who respond quickly after a setback, like overeating, are more likely to maintain their weight than those who don't. That's like I said, I always just set a 10-pound limit, and I was approaching that 10-pound limit. I was at 9 pounds, and so no, I'm ready to get back on track. I'm just ready to start feeling better. I'm not that I've been feeling crappy, but I you know, like, you know that when you go off plan a little bit and you start eating unhealthy again, your body kind of reacts a little bit, and my body's doing that too. It's talking to me, and it's going, Sandy, back the bus out. Beep, beep, beep. Let's get back to tracking and everything, and let's get back on track. And it said, a lapse doesn't make us a failure, it makes us human. I had a lapse. I've had a lapse for the last couple months, but I'm ready to face that bull in the eye, I guess. I don't know what the expression is. I'm ready to get back on track is what my whole plan is. I'm ready to get back on track, and I'm going to do it. What makes us successful is the ability to bounce right back quickly instead of giving up. Well, you know I'm never going to give up. I just never going to give up. But I really haven't bounced back as quickly as I should have and as quickly as I have in the past. But that was in the past, and now I'm bouncing back. I really am bouncing back. I'm ready to get back on track. I have a plan. I am going to succeed. I'm going to feel so much prouder of myself. I'm pretty proud of the fact that I've lost so much weight, but I'm going to be really proud. And I know that makes no sense, but it makes sense to me. I just know I'm capable of doing better than I have been doing. And I really have been letting myself down. And I'm tired of letting myself down. I'm a better person than that. I know that. Not giving up moves us closer to our goals. I like that I write these things down. I usually don't share my journals with people, but this is something I really needed to share because I just really needed to do it. It says, think of a time when you went off track in the past. I have gone on track a lot. Like, I think I started in 2016. 2017 I was like all gung-ho. And then in 2018, no, I just kind of, I stayed, like up and down, like a roller coaster ride. I never gave up. But I never really had complete faith that I was going to hit my 100 pounds. I really was lacking in faith in myself. I'm not lacking that faith anymore. I know I can do it, and I know I will do it. What led up to how you went off track? The pandemic. I think I did really well. The pandemic officially started, they said, March 13th. It was a Jeopardy question. My family, when we do our Zoom calls on Thursdays, we play Jeopardy. And one of the Jeopardy questions was the official date that the country went into lockdown for the pandemic, for COVID-19, they said. And it was March 13th, and it was a Friday the 13th, of all things. So it's an easy day to remember. But I did so well for like 9 months. I was doing really well. I was losing weight. It wasn't really affecting me. I was sad because I wasn't getting together with my family. Didn't like the social distancing. I still don't. But but in December, it all hit me. It just hit me like a brick wall. It just really did. And I'll tell you that January was a really hard month for me. As you can see on my thing, I think for the month of January, I did have a total loss of 2.8 for January. But from the first week of January till the first week in February, I could have done way better than I did. And it was just that I just feel so trapped in the house. I feel like like I said yesterday, I'm used to being more of a social butterfly. I'm used to going out to restaurants to eat. And a good portion of the reason I did so well from March until December is I didn't eat any takeout food. I didn't eat any restaurant food. And somehow in December, with the cookies and the disappointment of the way the season was turning out, not being able to be with my family, not to see the in-person joy of them opening their gifts, it was just a hard year for me, and it all came to a head. And then January, it was just kind of a wonk, wonk, wonk for me. I was just feeling pity for myself, and I'm done. I'm just done with it. The spring weather is going to be coming pretty soon. I only have another 2 months to go. I mean, it sounds like a long time, but you know what? It's been almost a year since this whole thing started, and that went by fairly fast. Not fast enough, but fairly fast. What led up to it? I told you, it's just the fact. I guess that's what I was just answering anyhow. What led up to it was just the fact that I was just tired of being in a moldrum, ho-hum kind of every day. It was the same kind of life. How did you feel with it, and what got you back on track? Well, obviously, I dwelled on it for the whole month of December and January, but in part of February, to be honest, I started off February kind of feeling kind of wah, wah, wah. But no, I'm better now. I really am better. I'm just, I've adjusted my mindset, and I've done it quickly enough, I think. I could have waited another couple months till the springtime came, and I just know that's not going to work. And what I need to do here, and I wrote in really big letters, forgive yourself. Admit you fell off the wagon. Forgive yourself and move on. Realize it's not all or nothing, and remember your why. It's not all or nothing. It really isn't all or nothing. My why is just a sense of self-accomplishment for reaching 100 pounds. 100 pounds is not going to put me at my goal, but it's just a goal that I set way back in the 80s. I showed a picture yesterday in 1989 where I was 216, which is what I weighed right now. But when I started Weight Watchers in December of 2016, I was 304.2. So obviously I didn't come. I think that the point is at that point, my heaviest was never over 250 at that point. And I always wanted to lose 100 pounds to get to 150, which would have been what I weighed when I got engaged. I don't think I'll ever get to 150. It's not that I would never want to be to 150. They would be nice. It really would be nice. But I don't know. I'm not setting my goal for that. But at the time when I was 250 and I was trying to get down to 150, I was setting my 100-pound goal. Little did I know I was going to put so much weight on to make my 100-pound goal even more difficult to reach. And so my why is I am going to prove to myself that even though it's taken me 40 years to realize my 100-pound goal, that I'm going to accomplish it, and I just know it. So my success planner for that week too, was to make a plan and write it down. I've made my plan. I've switched to the green plan. I'm writing down. I am keeping track of calories, but I'm more concentrating on the points than the calories this week, although I'm going to compare it to see. I'm going to take the week for the green plan to see if I want to stay with the green plan or go with the blue. And remember, failing to plan is planning to fail. I have no plans to fail. I have no plans to fail. Identify your triggers, and if your trigger is a certain food, don't buy it. I get that in big words. Don't buy it. Like I said, I was really proud of the fact that I passed up those Cheetos. I mean, I have like different days. I go into different frame of mind and different moods of where I want to go as far as food choices, and just little things set my triggers off. I didn't get to be 304 pounds eating broccoli and corn and apples and oranges and grapefruit and my berries. I didn't get to 300 pounds. I got to 300 pounds eating my Cheetos and my chips and dip and my popcorn and my Taco Bell and my Burger King and all of that. That's what got me up there. And I can still have those things within reason, but I realize that I can't have them now. Not to say that I won't have them again in the future, but I can't have them between now and Easter if I'm thinking I'm going to reach my goal. So it's a small time period that I'm not going to have my food triggers around me. And, maybe by then I'll once again grow out of them again. I don't know. We'll see. But once again, if I dream it and believe it, it's going to happen. And always remember, where there's a will, there's a way. There's always, look, that little ant. That ant can lift how many times its weight? 9, 10 times its weight. It can lift and carry up things. I'm always fascinated, like if you're sitting in, like they're making their little ant hills, and you see them carry like that one little piece of, like you dropped a crumb from a piece of cake, and that little ant will carry that crumb, and you think, how the heck can that little ant carry that? They can. Because they have the will, and they don't let any obstacle stop them. They just know in their mind, you know what? I'm going to do this. And that's me. I'm that little ant. I'm that little ant that's saying, I can do this. I can carry a heavier load than I'm giving myself credit for, and I am going to do it. So be an ant with me. I know Lainey. Lainey always tells us to be a frog. I'm going to tell you this week, be an ant. Carry on more than you think you can carry. Take on more than you think you can carry. And you'll do it. And I know you will. And I know you can. So change your life today, because that's my plan. It's a Sunday. I always preach. If you're new to my channel, please leave a comment, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And always believe in yourself. And be safe.